So, Tranmere last weekend, important to finally get that losing run over, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a really, really positive performance. I felt as though we definitely deserved something from the game. Our first half performance was very, very positive, productive. I thought we played with good purpose. Definitely caused them some problems. They made changes at half time, got on top of us a little bit, but great resilience and character from the players to come back and get a point. And so it was a really good Saturday for us, and hope it's something we believe we can build on.
Like you say, building on it, is there like sort of a different feeling around training and stuff, or?
Do you know? No. And I say that respectfully around the level of engagement and the level of the players' work has always been outstanding. So there's never been a question around their application and mood and demeanour. They've always been positive. So of course, psychologically, a point would have been positive to as you alluded to bring that challenging streak to an end. What we have to do is now build upon that, looking ahead to tomorrow.
And it's Gillingham tomorrow, so it doesn't particularly get easy. What are you expecting from them on the weekend?
A really difficult game. They're on a good run, well organised, some experience of the leagues in the squad. So we know it's going to be difficult, but as always, we'll focus upon ourselves. With the respect for the opposition and what their strengths are, and we look to try and nullify their threats and impose ourselves on the game.
They're on an unbelievable run at the moment. Are you seeing them as early favourites to go up? Is it too early to say?
My focus really is generally on us. It's a really tough competitive league. Gillingham are one of those clubs who would be looking, I'm sure, to be pushing as well. Our focus is on ourselves and improving and evolving what we have to ensure that we're performing and winning games as we all aim to do.
Then after the Gillingham game, you've got Arsenal in the Cup on Tuesday. Are you seeing that as a sort of chance to bleed some new players into the squad? What?
Well, there's only so many changes we can make as per the guidelines. We'll get through Saturday first. That's our primary focus, and then after that we'll look at Tuesday. We have an idea of what it will look like, but the most important game for us is the next one, and that's tomorrow. And we're looking to build upon what was a positive performance and an outcome in the game last Saturday, and we look to Tuesday after that.
And have you got your full team available for Saturday? Any injury updates?
Liam Shepherd's had a setback, which we're really we're disappointed for Liam more than anything. He was gutted, to be fair to him. He's an outstanding professional. He had a little setback on Tuesday, so he's someone within a group that we value really highly. Outstanding professional, great character, good personality, and we'll offer him our support in the next couple of weeks as he looks to come back.
Can you go into that anymore? How long?
I wouldn't put a time frame on it. I think there's the physical side of an injury, and there's also coming to terms with the setback and understanding, you've got to go through that rehab process. But we support. Liam's just an outstanding guy. Is an outstanding professional, and we'll support Liam as he comes back in the next few weeks, and we look forward to seeing him on the pitch in the next period of time.
And then Matt Smith came in the summer. We haven't seen him yet. Sort of bleed him in slowly. What's the?
Matt's had a couple of slight issues and niggles. He's got a back problem at the moment, which we're trying to resolve and manage, and make sure he's physically right to step on the pitch when he's played. We think he's been really positive. We haven't been quite able to get a run of games consistently. It's been a bit disrupted with a hip injury and a slight back problem, which is what he has at the moment. So we're trying to ensure we're supporting Matt with his return back to competitive games and training. and we look forward to seeing him on the grass at some point in the future.
And again, is there a time frame for that, or sort of?
Not really. I think generally when there's an injury, you'll get an idea of X amount of weeks, sometimes 2 to 4, sometimes 6 to 8. What we have to be mindful of is that we can't rush these injuries so they come back and break down again. We just have to be careful in terms of managing what they do while they're injured. Be patient. The guys we're talking about are important individuals. They've got experience, which would add to the group as well. But ultimately, when players are injured, the most important element of it is the player. And we know how hard it can be when you're out in the gym for a period of time, individually trying to make sure you're keeping your focus, and you can sense the boys' frustrations when they're not out on the pitch. So our job during this process is to make sure that we're supporting both of the boys in every way possible to ensure that they come back when they're right, when it's right for them, and then they're on the pitch and they stay on the grass.
And it's been 8 league games now this season. How are you sort of assessing your first couple of months at Newport?
Well, the last block's been really tough.
Yeah.
In terms of results, that's for sure. Performances, levels of intent, I believe have been excellent. I think the supporters have seen what the players are looking to do, and so we get a couple of positive results at the start, a couple of results where we've not been far away, but we can't be saying we're not far away. We have to ensure that we keep progressing. I've been delighted with, as I've already mentioned, the way that everybody within the group has performed. Some of the intent during the week that we see on a daily basis is really, really good. What we're endeavouring to do is to ensure that we're delivering those levels consistently. That's obviously a challenge on a match day, because the opponent want to try and stop you, and that's been a challenge on the odd occasion where we've made some decisions that have gone against us. But that's all part of young players making mistakes and learning. We have to make sure we eradicate those. There's been some pleasing elements of performance, but ultimately we have to accept and understand that we're here to win, and that's what the game's about. So our focus is fully on turning performances into 3 points. We know that's what the game's about, and that's something which we've always stressed from day one. So. We look forward to tomorrow. We've got another busy period coming up, and that starts with Gillingham tomorrow.